Hello guys, and Gamers Valley is back again with a brand new episode on Pokemon Duel. Today we're going to discuss about the new banner update and maybe an appropriate Pokemon for my deck. Actually, as you can see here, my deck is usually I use this deck: a Uetel, a Mew, Moltres, Charizard, Zapdos, and a Heatran. Actually, when it comes to Mew, I usually use this often. It saves me, so it's a pretty much runner and a pretty much defender as well. So it's an ideal Pokemon for every deck. And why I usually use Moltres is it's due to its Soar ability and its Crushing Flames 110, and it's maybe that uh, actually what that attack is, that Violent attack. I don't remember the exact attack or the name of that attack. Okay, and coming to this Charizard, it's a pretty good defender and a pretty good attacker as well. You won't regret if you use Charizard in your deck, but its limitation is that it has only 1 MP. Not much of a problem for me. And coming to Zapdos, it has a gold Thunder Crash 100, so it is like a good answer for every Pokemon which has a Violet attack. So I'm gonna use Zapdos in every battle. And when it comes to Heatran, I know, my god, this is an ideal Pokemon for every deck. It has an ability, special ability, which can use if there is a Pokemon on your entry point, and it has a Magma Slide, with which you can push a Pokemon 2 steps back, or not only back, in whichever direction you want, and that Pokemon will be burned. So this is an ideal Pokemon. It has an Iron Head of 110 and a Crunch with 70. So it's a pretty decent Pokemon. Coming to this Uetel, actually I need a strong replacement which could defend, which can be used for defense, and which can be used for offense as well. And I think the ideal Pokemon for that position is Terrakion or maybe Sceptile, but unfortunately I didn't get any of these Pokemon, and now Terrakion is not available uh, in the shop. So we're going to discuss about the newly added Pokemon which can actually replace the Uetel in my deck, and we're going to speak about these abilities as well. Sorry. Oh, just I have to open this banner. Okay, as you can see here, it says Suicune. It got a Hydro Pump of 70 and Ice Beam of 60 and a Sheer Cold. Let's see the details. Okay, if this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes frozen. Okay, that's pretty much idle, not a problem. Sheer Cold, the battle opponent is knocked out. If the battle opponent is frozen, exclude it from the duel. Okay, actually this is the ability which can come in handy, but it got a very less Hydro Pump, so it's pretty much prone to heavy damaging Pokemons. So we don't want to have this Pokemon. Okay, it got a ability as well. When this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field, remove any special conditions and curse markers from all the Pokemon you have in duel. Okay, it can come in handy, but not much, I think. Okay, then coming to the Swampert. Okay, it got a Hammer Arm 110. That's a pretty much decent attack. And then Ice Punch 70. Okay, Hammer Arm Pokemon. This Pokemon will gain weight. Okay, and Tractor. You may knock with this Pokemon 1 step back and move the battle opponent to this position, previous location. Okay, Pokemon's previous location. So we're gonna move the opponent Pokemon to its previous location. Okay, if you do, the battle opponent gains weight. Okay, that's good. And a nice punch. If this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes frozen. Okay, it's common attack. It's a water and ground type, and I think the coming gym may be a ground water type, maybe. So this type of Pokemons might come handy. Okay, it's got a special ability as well, Mud Coating. 3 or more water type ground type Pokemon with MP1. Okay, if there are 3 or more water type Pokemon on our field, then the ground type Pokemon will be getting 1 MP. So with this Pokemon, it's damn sure that the coming gym will be a ground and rock type gym. So actually this is a good Pokemon, I'm not satisfied with this Pokemon. A Seismitoad got an earthquake of 70, okay, a bumpy vibration. Okay, earthquake, we know that what that earthquake does. It spins. If the spin emiss, they are knocked out, okay. And a bumpy vibration, opposing Pokemon is sent to your Seismitoad. Palpitoad and Timpole gain weight, okay. Sorry, it's got a special ability as well. It's poison touch, okay. Any Pokemon that will battle this Seismitoad will become poison. So that's a good ability as well. And then coming to Marshtomp, it got Mud Shot 80 and Muddy Water. Coming to this Muddy Water, you can knock any Pokemon or a Pokemon sent to that Pokemon to one step back, and those Pokemon will gain weight. And then Stunfisk, okay, Electric Trap and Fissure. And coming to the Stunfisk, any Pokemon can move over this Pokemon, and if the opponent's Pokemon move over this Pokemon, they will be paralyzed, which is good. But it got a very less Electric Trap. Its damage is only 50, okay. And the battle opponent and all flying type Pokemon and water type Pokemon that are not ground type Pokemon within 2 steps are paralyzed, okay. Then Fissure, knock out the battle opponent if it is not a flying type Pokemon. Fissure. So this is a good Pokemon, but not much, because everyone will be setting a flying type Pokemon for this Pokemon in the duel. A Sharpedo, okay, it's a pretty decent Pokemon. Sharpedo, let's see, it got a special ability present. If an opponent's Pokemon has a special condition, this Pokemon gains 1 MP. So that's good. So it will be becoming a 3 MP Pokemon, which can run. Ice Fang, if this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes frozen. And a Skull Bash gains weight 3. If the battle opponent is affected by special condition, the battle opponent is knocked out. So this is a pretty decent attack, Skull Bash. It might come in handy. And Noxious Fang, yeah, if this Noxious Fang is hit, your opponent will be getting a minus 40 on his damage. So it's a decent runner. Then coming to Palpitoad, it's a pretty less Hydro Pump 60 and a Mud Shot. If your battle opponent is hit with that Mud Shot, he gonna get a minus 1 MP marker, okay. It got a special ability as well, Long Lick. Instead of an MP move, you can force an opponent's Pokemon that is 2 steps away from this Pokemon to spin. If you do this Pokemon gains weight 3. If the result of that spin is a white attack, the Pokemon gains weight 3. Okay, it's a decent Pokemon. Actually, this Palpitoad is a good opponent for Mew in particular, because it got a pretty big dodge, so it can be a clutch as well, and a Mud Shot and a Hydro Pump, that is about 30. So it's a good opponent for Mew. And coming to Timpole, god, they released a bunch of Pokemon this time. These many Pokemon. A danger signal, one of your Seismitoad, Palpitoad and Timpole, when moved within their entry range, that Pokemon gains weight, okay. I don't have any ability. A Seeking, a Fury attack, similar to the Fury Swipes. And then Mega Horn with 80s, okay. I don't think this has okay. These two have a special ability as well, 16. If there is an adjacent water type Pokemon, this Pokemon gains plus 1 MP. Okay. And a Goldeen. You can evolve this gold into seeking as well. Gold gene, a waterfall of 40. If the battle opponent is a water type Pokemon, this Pokemon takes no damage. Okay, it's actually good in water type gyms. An Aqua Tail, the battle opponent gains weight. This attack might come in handy when uh, when you gold block using your Goldin and an opponent attacks, and if it hits that Aqua Tail, you're gonna wait one turn. So you get a chance to knock out that opponent Pokemon. And a Crawdon, it got a Cram Hammer 50 plus 50, I think. Okay, spin again. If Crammer is spun, it deals plus 50 damage, so it's 100 damage. We can consider it as 100. And then Aqua Jet of 20 and a Gallitron. The battle opponent is knocked down. So it's a pretty decent Pokemon, but not that strong Pokemon. And it's an uncommon. Okay, when attacked, you can move this Pokemon back 2 steps before battling. It gains weight. So these are the new Pokemons. Pretty decent Pokemon. If I am looking for a Pokemon, I will be looking for a Swampert. Okay, I got a Mudkip there, and I need a Swampert. For an evolution, I need this Marshtomp as well. Okay, but the Pokemon I will be looking is Swampert, but not actually. Let's see the another banner. Some Pokemons are back. There you see. The legendary boards are back, I think. Here is the banner. Actually, it's in sextuple recommended booster. You can see here a Reshiram. I have a Zakrom, and Reshiram will come handy. With an overdrive of 30, they're gonna be lethal. A Zakrom and a Reshiram. Wow. I think I need a Reshiram at this time. If I get a Reshiram, then I have to move one another Pokemon. Then I will be moving my Moltres. Of course, Moltres. Because I need Zapdos, I need Charizard, and I need Heatran. So I will be replacing my Yveltal with Zekrom and Moltres with Reshiram. They're gonna make a pretty decent deck. A good crime partners. And a Deoxys, an attack form of Deoxys. I need a defense form of Deoxys. I don't have an attack form of Deoxys, and I'm not a pretty big fan of Deoxys. Usually I lose battles when I battle against Deoxys. I won pretty much battles as well, but it's not like its special ability of opponent's respin gonna suck any player. Particularly with a complete Deoxys deck and a Cosmo Energy. God, that will suck. And you can see a speed form and a Zapdos, my favorite Pokemon. Actually, I have a Zapdos. I don't want another Zapdos. Maybe if I get a Zapdos, then I will just use it for using it for chain level. Sure, I have a Moltres as well. Articuno, I'm not much interested in Articuno. And a Heatran. Okay, I'm tempted here. I can use another Heatran as well. A 2 Heatran deck gonna be a strong deck in my opinion. A Manaphy, I have a Manaphy, I have a Mew, I have a Mewtwo as well. So these are the new Pokemon. So I hope I want this Reshiram. Come on. So I need this Reshiram. I don't want to play with Yveltal all time. I need a strong Pokemon. That's gonna be Reshiram. So actually why I need the strong Pokemon is I do play very attacking game. So I need strong Pokemons. Yveltal, it's not like Yveltal is not a strong Pokemon, but it's it, it's pretty much predicted with a half violet and a half white attacks. As Zapdos is a good counter for Yveltal, Mew is a good counter for Yveltal, and then Draken is a good counter for Yveltal. Even a Heaton is a good counter for Yveltal. A Moltres is a good counter for Yveltal. So they are pretty much good counters for Yveltal. So it's not like you can survive with Yveltal, but it might come in handy uh, if it hits the Dark Mist. But we cannot depend on Yveltal every time. Okay. And if we see here, sorry, material exchange, I got 2000 material there, and I need 2000 more. If I get 4000 material, then I have to think of a Pokemon for which I gonna exchange my material. So you can see a Dialga. I'm not gonna use this Dialga. Actually, it got pretty decent attacks. Time distortion. If there are other Pokemon on your bench, this Pokemon cannot enter the field using an MP move. So this ability not gonna help you, and you can overcome this ability using a long throw. But you are wasting a plate actually, in my opinion. So I don't want this Pokemon. Despite it has a roar of time 130 and a dragon class 70, so you cannot expect that you will be hitting 130 every time. So this is not the strong Pokemon in my opinion. And there you can see Metagross. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. It's a good counter against that meta of Deoxys, but the thing is it has only 1 MP. I already have 1 MP Pokemon Charizard, and it's my favorite Pokemon, and I can't replace Charizard, so I'm not be looking for Metagross as well. Alugia. Actually, this is a pretty decent Pokemon, and got a special ability as well. The damage that this Pokemon deals is increased by 10 for water type in either player's PC. Okay, it got a Cyclone, but not much strong Pokemon. However, its special ability might come in handy. When this Pokemon is knocked out, all Pokemon in your PC are moved to the bench. So it's a pretty decent Pokemon with Fire Blast 100 and a Rainbow Wing. But this is not the Pokemon which I am particularly looking for. I have a Skarmory, I have a Machamp, I have a Charizard, and actually if I get another Charizard, I will be using for chain level. A Palkia is also a strong Pokemon, but its special ability is not gonna help you, so I don't want a Palkia as well. And there you can see a Salamence. I have 3 Salamence maybe. Yes, I have 3 Salamence. A Gabite. Its special ability is a pretty decent ability. I think I used Gabite till I reached ultra level. Yes, till I reached ultra level, and then when I am reaching the ultra level, I replaced Gabite because almost every player knows its special ability. Venusaur. Actually, it has only 1 MP, so I don't want a Venusaur, but it's a pretty strong Pokemon. A Solar Beam of 130 and a Vine Whip 50, and a Sleep Powder there. Chemical Pollen. When this Pokemon is on the field, all poison and noxious have MP -1. This effect does not stack. So it's a pretty decent ability there. But due to its limitation of 1 MP, I don't want another 1 MP Pokemon. Charizard is enough for my deck, I think. I do have my disadvantages with that 1 MP Charizard, but it saves me a lot. Blastoise. This Blastoise is pretty much prone to Mew, so I don't want this Blastoise as well. I have a Goodra. I have 2 Mew. I don't have a Rayquaza, and I can have a Rayquaza there, but it's only 1 MP Pokemon, so I am not looking for this Pokemon. If it comes in booster, it's fine. I am not gonna exchange my material with Rayquaza. I have a Snorlax, I have 3 Tentacles, I have a Tyranitar, I have a Zygarde. uh, Actually I'm not much interested in this Kelio as well. Special ability, okay, Dark type Pokemon plus 10, okay, but it's not gonna help you much. A Giratina, though it's 1 MP, so it's not much. A Slacking, I used to have a Slacking, but I used to increase the experience of another Pokemon. Actually I didn't like that Slacking a lot because its limitation is we can't attack using a Slacking. And then coming to Xerneas, I'm not much interested in this Xerneas. It got only 70, and I'm in Masters League. This Pokemon is pretty much prone to the attackers. A Zapdos is a pretty good counter for that. Even a Util is a good counter for this Xerneas. Chestnut, and actually I'm not looking for Chestnut. Uh, and then a Swampert. Okay, if I get this Swampert in booster, then it's okay, but I'm not gonna exchange material for this Swampert as well. A Greninja, no, not a Greninja. I have a Greninja, and I don't want a Rhyperior as well. And Mew is a good counter for Rhyperior as well. So Mew is a pretty much counter for every high level EX Pokemon which has a damage above 100. I can have a Lucario, but 4000 material, I think it's not gonna worth 4000 material. Same goes to the Empoleon as well. I'm not interested in Aggron and Infernape. Speed Deoxys, an attack form of Deoxys. There you can see I might exchange my material for this attack form. Maybe it's gonna help me. It's Psycho Boost of 130 and Dimensional Slip. Actually this Dimensional Slip will do pretty much harm than pretty much good. Yes, this Dimensional Slip will do more bad, but the chances are less. It's like it's not gonna hit that Dimensional Slip every time. So a Deoxys is a pretty much worth for the material, and it need only 3000 material, some more 1000 to go. I have a Heatran and I'm not gonna exchange the material for another Heatran. A defense form of Deoxys, I actually have a defense form of Deoxys. Torterra, I have 2 Torterra. A Suicune, I'm not interested in a Suicune. A Zekrom, okay, no, I have a Zekrom. A Raikou, I don't have any interest in that Raikou. These Latios, Vigoroth, Suicune, these are not much good Pokemon which I am looking for. I have a Zapdos, I have a Moltres. I don't want an Articuno. This Sceptile always catches my eye with the special ability Stealth Hit. Sorry. And a Leaf Blade plus 50, so it's gonna become 140. It's a pretty decent attack, but the limitation is that this Pokemon got that goal 30, and you're not sure that it will hit that 30 pretty much. So it's like irregularity in the spins, but I think 8 out of 10 times it's gonna hit that Leaf Blade. So it's a pretty decent Pokemon. Sceptile, even its presence on the board will be eye catching. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on the opponent, so it's a pretty decent Pokemon for that 4000 material. And there you can see the Terrakion, which I used to have in my deck, but unfortunately actually I pulled a lot of recommended boosters, but I didn't get a Terrakion, so I might be looking for this Terrakion. It has a good ability there, which is a good counter for Mew, which is a good counter for Sceptile as well, because That stealth hit of Sceptile will become a miss. If we use this Terrakion, Cobalion, its ability might come in handy if your opponent has gold attacks, but not much, I'm afraid. So a Verizion, it's Typhoon Slash. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. This Pokemon can move over other Pokemon which are not flying type Pokemons, and its Sword of Justice 101, and a Grass Knot with its ability of, if the battle opponent's attack is 120 damage or higher, this opponent is knocked out instead of this Pokemon. So it's a pretty good Pokemon actually. So I might be looking to exchange material for a Verizion, maybe a Terrakion. So the Pokemon in the race are Verizion, Terrakion, a Sceptile, and a Reshiram, and attack form of Deoxys. Probably, I think I might be going for Terrakion. As far as my deck is concerned, Terrakion or maybe attack form of Deoxys is ideal for my deck. So this is up, guys. This is the discussion, and I think with the kind of Pokemon they released in the new banner, it's evident that the upcoming gym might be a ground and water type gym. So hope you will be doing your preparations for the upcoming gym as well. So this is up, guys. This is up for the video. Gamers Valley signing off. Thank you.